So as you see here, what I have done, I dropped this piece inside a turbo smooth, and like you see here, everything looks fine. And I added a material to it, a standard light gray material. So now I need to create this piece. It's nothing much actually, it's two bases or rectangles, maybe cubes, we can use to create it. But first, look here, we have this thing we missed from this piece, which is this groove and these two pins, and that's nothing much actually. We need to select this editable poly, deactivate show end results, go to top view by pressing T, and then I need to activate ignore back facing, make sure it's active. I go to polygon mode and I need to know where exactly will be the space. It's actually this space here, so I need to select this group of polygons, maybe the inner part, not all of it. Oops. I can use rectangular selection, but it's creating problems, as you can see. So okay, I don't need these two. I need the internal part in the middle, because I created too many slices. Selection can take sometimes, not much actually, but this is the space we're gonna need to deal with. So let me define it from the outside and then select what's left here in the inside, and make sure you're activating ignore back facing. So that's it, what we need to do for this group of pieces. Make sure you're on top view, nothing actually, just an insertion with the minimum value, maybe 1, and press OK, and an extrusion with a negative value of something like 2, and press OK. And that's what we got. Actually, we created the extrusion on the other side. We should add a minus. Press OK. Maybe a bevel also, but with the least amount of beveling. Yeah, that's it. Make it -1 and press OK. Let me see when we activate the turbo smooth what we see. That's what we get. That's fine, that's more than I need actually. Okay, now I need to create let me select the editable poly so I don't edit any more of it, just enough with it. Let me go to top view again and create the pins. We need 2 pins, 2 small pins, and for pins I will use actually I raise the iteration of turbo smooth first, make it 2 and eyes on display, and I will save so I won't lose anything I made an effort to create. So I go to standard primitive, no, extended primitive in fact, and I will use oil tank, and here will be my first pin, and let me make it something like this. And of course it doesn't take the right position, so I go to front view and take him up. It's very big, we don't need it to be that big, it needs to be small, and position will be here. So let's modify its parameter. Let's reduce the radius. Let's make it 0.3 with the height 0.32, maybe 0.3 with a positive value, no negative value, and we can push it down like this. And the cap height, let me make it 0.1. It's gonna be oval or central, no, overall is fine. Size, I'll leave it to 12. Blend, leave it to 0 as it is, and height segment 1, smooth, and I won't slice it. Let me go to top view to see its size. I don't need much big one, I need it to be small because I will see it from far away. I think this is appropriate. Let me see here. We need to have it with a certain height. Let's make the height 0.5 and see what we got. I need to push it down. Okay, that's it. So I go to top view again and I shift drag it to have another copy of it, and it's gonna be an instance, and I press OK, and that's it for this part. So we're done with the modeling. Created everything we need. We created this button here and these two pins. I press Ctrl S and we modeled this. Now we need to create the base. I go to front view, I press F to go to front view, and I need to select everything up in this part, everything. And here it gives me that I have 2 oil tanks, I have the cylinder, which is the main piece, and I have the tube, which is this piece. If you want to change its names, you can do it right here. Let me now push these upward slightly, and now I'm going to create a let me use chamfer box. Actually, let me try chamfer box, and I will make it. Let me see, here's a photo. Yeah, it gets to the end of this, so it starts from here up to here, and it's very thin. Let me change the parameters. Length, for the length I will keep it 0.25. For the width, let's keep it 30. For the height, I need to extend it on the top view so I can see how far it goes. Actually, I need to give it a positive value, then push it outward like this. Here it gives me the appropriate size, so I need it to be something like 30, maybe less than 30. Let's make it 26 and push it, and let me align it to him, center, and press OK. I think it's fine. I think it's good. So for the fillet, I need to raise the value of fillet. I'll make it 0.3. Fillet segments, keep it 2. And let me drag him down right here. Let me see it from the front view. It needs to be here, exactly here, and it needs to have more width. Let me see what I have here. Okay, that's fine. I need to push everything downward, so I go to front view, I select everything here, the chamfer box, the cylinder, the two oil tanks and the tube. I need to push them downward like this. Now I need another copy of this because I have here another one which is hidden, but it's rotated. So I go to top view and I need to change its pivot. I need to move this pivot to be here in the center. Then I use rotate. I activate angle snap. Then I use shift rotate because I need another copy of it to 90 degree or minus 90, and that's gonna be a copy. I press OK and I push it towards this direction, and it's gonna be pushed forward. So let me check what we have here. We have these two boxes, and I need to lower this one in the front view. I need to make it below this one, so they look stacked. There's some gap between them, and that's it. Now we need to modify this piece here. We need to create another fin like this one. So what we will do, we will hide everything, but let me first add some materials to these two pieces and the pins. So I go to material and assign the light one to them, so everything looks the same. So I select this part, I right click, hide unselected, so I only see this. As you can remember, that was an editable poly with a symmetry and a turbo smooth. I need to create just another fin right here in this part. So I go to polygon mode, I select quickly these polygons right here at 1, 2. I think I have 2 ones here. I remember we have a problem. We used to have a problem with selecting them, and I need to extrude it to 10 like the other one. Exactly, that's it. And another extrusion. That's it. And press OK. Now I go to front view so I can make it flatten. So I go to vertex mode, and apparently I have a problem here. Maybe I can fix it quickly. That's it. Maybe that's why we should hide objects while we're editing other ones. And here something like this one needs to be adjusted. I think this whole group needs to be moved just like that. That's it. Sometimes the turbo smooth hides some issues and you may not know anything about it. So you need to push these to make them look flat, and then I need to take these, push them this way, take this outward, actually I need to flatten these more. Let me try. That's fine. Let me flatten them on the x-axis. That's it. And they need to go slightly this way. Same for this one, needs to be flattened. And for this too. Okay. So I activate again the turbo smooth, and of course, as you can see here, when we select the editable body and the turbo smooth, we need to use the swift loop with editable body to create cuts like we did before for this fin, just this fin. One here and one cut just right here. That's it. So right click and hide all. Now we have everything we need. We have additional fin from both sides, of course. Maybe we need to put this down a bit, so I go to front view, I select everything and I push them downward, and don't worry about this part, it won't be visible at last when we finish. So let me get back to perspective view to see everything we have. We have these two pieces. I think this piece size is suitable, but I need the height is much a bit. Maybe you change it one by one. Let's make the height 20, and that too, let's make the height 20 or 0.2, same meaning, same value. Okay, so I need to add material. I already added it, as I recall. So everything have material now. We're done with this part, and that was the hardest part. I press Ctrl S to save it. This part was the hardest part of all the modeling. The front part is nothing much because no curving here. We just will connect these two pieces and these two pieces, and then start the modeling from everywhere. And this part is easy, it won't take much time with us, but this one is different from the last few parts. So keep up with us and continue with the next tutorial.